start. Gurureva gatihi gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na gurof paramam shishurasmi guroho matirasti gurau mama pahi guro. Saraswati namastestu veena pustakadharini hamsavahanamaarudhe vidyadanam kurushva me. So yesterday we have completed the Karmadharaya Samasa. So we saw all the 7 types of Karmadharaya. So 1 or 2 example sentences. We also saw the 8th type, which is the Madhyama Padalopi Samasa. But don't worry, they will not ask much in the Pariksha because it is not there in the Pustaka. From exam point of view, you only have this Samasa Vigrahavakyam Likata, and having given the Vigrahavakya, they will ask you to write the Samasta Pada. So these are the 2 kinds of questions that are expected in the Pariksha. So the next type of Tatpurusha is Dvigu Samasa. So Tatpurusha basically is of 4 types. So one is the Samanya Tatpurusha, starting from the Prathama Tatpurusha till the Saptami Tatpurusha. We saw the 8 types. And then the Karmadharaya, we saw the 7 categories. And Dvigu Samasa, Nai Samasa we have seen. And the 4th and the last category is Dvigu Samasa. So we'll see what is a Dvigu Samasa. Karmadharaya Samase यदि पूर्वपदं संख्या भवति तर्हि द्विगुसमासः इति व्यवहारः. So when you see a संख्यावाचक padam, okay, संख्यावाचकम is a पूर्वपदम in a karmadharaya samasa, then you call it as dvigu. Example, sapta rishayah saptarshayah. So sapta rishayah, 7 sages. So here when we do samasa between sapta and rishaya, we assume we are going to talk about the 7 rishis who are known, no? The Saptarishi Mandala, the sages of the Saptarishi Mandalam. So we are talking only about them. So only if it is a specific term, then we do samasa with a Sankhya Vachaka. Otherwise, if you want to mean some 7 general 7 rishis, no, some others who are not a part of those 7 stars of the Saptarishi Mandala, right? So if you are not talking about them, then you can't have a samasa between Sapta and Rishi Pada. Okay, so normally, so we think that wherever we see the Sankhya Purva Pada, it is a Dvigu Samasa. No, it is not like that. Only in a Karmadharaya. So okay, so in a Karmadharaya, wherever you have a Sankhya Purva Padam, and if it is mentioning or talking about some specific known people, okay, say Pancha Pandavaha. So if you mean all the 5 Pandavas of Mahabharata, no, in that case we can do a samasa, okay. So you can say Pancha Pandava is the samasta pada. Otherwise, if you are talking about somebody, some Pandu, some general person and his sons, right, then you can't do a samasa. Then normally you keep the Sankhya Pada separately as a Visheshana and the Visheshya separately. We will not make a samasa unless and otherwise it is a very particular Sanya Vachaka Pada. Okay. So Saptarishi, you can remember the example Saptarishi. Then there is a Avadheyam Yatra Yatra Sankhya Vachakaha Purva Padam Asti Tatra Sarvatra Dviguhu Na. Okay. So wherever you see a Sankhya Vachaka, you should not think it is a Dvigu Samasa. Okay. So even in other kinds of samasas, we will see, for example, Bahuvrihi Samasa, Chaturbhujaha, Chatvaraha Bhujaha Yasya Saha. So here also the Sankhya Vachaka is the Purva Padam. Still it is not a Dvigu Samasa. Okay. Same way you have Dvandva Samasa, Dvadasha. So Dvaucha, Dashacha, Dvadasha. So Dvigu Samasa, we have to be careful when we make, especially when it is a Visheshana. When you have a Sankhya Vachaka as a Visheshana and a Visheshya, in that pattern if you see the words, if it denotes something specific, a specific Sanya is mentioned, then fine, we do a Samasa. Otherwise we will keep it as Sapta Rishayaha, as 2 separate words. Then Dvigu is actually of 3 types. Out of this, the common type is the Samahara Dvigu. So Samahara Dvigu is what we learn in all the Sabha Pariksha. So here also we have got the only one Prabheda, which is a Samahara Dvigu. So Samahara indicates objects collectively. Okay, so when you want to indicate a group, okay, so when you talk about a group, so Samahara means Samuha. Okay, so Samahara Dvigu Samasa, the Samasta Padam will indicate a collection. Example, Ashtanam Adhyayanam Samaharaha. So a collection of 8 chapters. Ashtadhyayi. So Ashtadhyayi, the famous Paninian Grantha, which has all the Vyakarana Niyama. So what is it? Ashtadhyayi means Ashtanam Adhyayanam Samaharaha. So it is a collection of 8 chapters. Samahara Dviguhu Sarvada Ekavachane Bhavati. Since we are talking about one particular Samuha, the Samasta Padam is normally used in Ekavachana. Samasta Padam Prayena Strilinge Napumsakalinge va Bhavati. So either you see the Samasta Padam in Napumsakalinga Athava Strilinga. So there are Pullinga Prayogas, but very rare. Normally the Dvigu Samasas, it is Ekavachanam. Samasta Padam is Ekavachanam, and also the Linga is either Strilinga or Napumsakalinga. Examples: Bhuvanam, if you take the word Bhuvanam, Trayanam Bhuvananam Samaharaha, Tribhuvanam. Okay, so 3 words. Tribhuvanam is a Dvigu Samasa. Then Saptanam Ganganam Samaharaha, Saptagangam. Okay, so we saw the Linga is either Strilinga or Napumsakalinga, and the Vachanam is Ekavachanam. So Saptagangam means a 7-fold form of Ganga. So the 7 streams basically. Okay, so from where she starts and till she reaches the Samudra. So we have her name is different in different places. So we call that as 7-fold form is Saptagangam. So take the word Nadi. Panchanam Nadinam Samaharaha Panchanadam. So Panchanadam, the Tiruvayaru town is also known as Panchanadam. So Ratri Navanam Ratrinam Samaharaha Navaratram. Okay, so Navaratram as per Samskrita it is not Navaratri, but it is Navaratram. That is the right valid word in Samskrita, Navaratram. Lokaha. So Trayanam Lokanam Samaharaha. You have 2 forms, Trilokam Athava Triloki. So you have one Napumsakalinga form. You also have one Strilinga Rupa, Triloki Athava Trilokam. So the 3 words. Vataha, Panchanam Vatanam Samaharaha Panchavati. So Panchavati, group of 5 banyan trees. So again we have a Strilinga Rupa, Panchavati. Then Nalaha, Panchanam Nalanam Samaharaha Panchanali. So group of 5 nalas. So this Panchanali, so some small note is given in your pustaka about this Panchanali. So Panchanali in Naishadiya Charita by Harsha, in that epic there is one sarga which is talking about Damayanti Swayamvara. So there so she wants to marry Nala, but in her Swayamvara all these the gods Indra, Yama, then Varuna and Agni, so all these people, they also want to marry her. So they take the form of Nala themselves and they come for the Swayamvara. So finally she sees 5 Nalas there, including the original Nala and the 4 other Devas. She spots 5 Nalas. And then Saraswati Devi is there, and she is giving the description about each bridegroom, so that if she wills, she can marry him. So she gives a specific words she uses to define these 5 Nalas, so that Damayanti understands, right? So and then Damayanti, she herself takes refuge in these gods only, and she prays to them to reveal their true form, and they couldn't say no to her, so they reveal their form and she marries the original Nala. So that sarga is called as Panchanali in the Naishadiya Charita. So Panchanam Nalanam Samaharaha Panchanali. So here if you see the Akaranta Shabdaha Ante Asti Chet, so if that Loka, so Loka is Akaranta, okay, same way Vata is Akaranta, Nala is Akaranta. If you have Akaranta Shabdas, then Prayaha Samasta Padam Strilinge. Okay, so again Prayaha exceptions are there. So most probably this Akarantas, they will take this Strilinga form. So also exceptions. So here also we have Trilokam, we do have this Napumsakalinga form for Loka. But normally the Akarantas take the Strilinga Pada and Strilinga pattern. So Triloki, Panchavati, right, Panchanali. Exceptions, we have Panchapatram. So Patra is Akaranta. Still we hear the Napumsakalinga, right? Panchapatram. Bhuvana is again Akaranta. Still we have Tribhuvanam. And Yuga is Akaranta. So Chaturunam, Yuganam, Samaharaha, Chaturyugam. Right? So there are exceptions, but the basic, that by default, if it is Akaranta, if you do not know the pada, I mean, if you do not know the samasta padam, then you can probably it will be a strilinga vachaka. Okay, so this is all about Dvigu Samasa. So this much is given in the pustaka. These examples, very small portion, so you can just go through the examples and remember the examples. So with this we will finish the Tatpurusha. Okay, so Tatpurusha, all 4 types of Tatpurusha are done. So we go on to the third type of Samasa. So we saw that actually we are doing the second one. So we have only seen the Tatpurusha. So the second type is Dvandva Samasa. So remember, out of the 4 you do not have Bahuvrihi for the Pariksha. You don't have it in Pathamala 4. Okay, we cover it. We cover Bahuvrihi in the next level 5, Pathamala 5. So here we have the Dvandva Samasa. So Dvandva is Ubhaya Padartha Pradanaha Dvandvaha. So Prayena, or everywhere it is Ubhaya Padartha Pradana Dvandvaha. So both padas, the meaning of both the padas are very significant. So Sita Lakshmanau, so if you take the pada Sita Lakshmanau, Sita cha Lakshmanaha cha, Sita Lakshmanau Ramam Anugacchataha. So Sita and Lakshmana, they follow Rama. So here Sita Anugacchati, Lakshmanaha api Anugacchati. So both padas are equally significant in a Dvandva Samasa. Namo Namaha Shankara Parvati Bhyam. So this is from the Uma Maheshwara Stotra of Shankaracharya. So Shankara Parvati Bhyam. So salutations to Shankara and Parvati. So Shankaraya Namo Namaha, Parvatyai Namo Namaha. So we make a Dvandva Samasa between Shankara and Parvati, and both are equally significant. So both of them are equally significant. Both Uttarapadam and Purvapadam are equally significant with respect to the action. So here the second one was Namana Kriya and the first one was Anugamanam. So whatever it is, both padas are equally significant. So we see the types of Dvandva Samasa. So you have Itaretara Yoga Dvandvaha, Samahara Dvandvaha. So the Samahara is, you know, it is an aggregate. We saw in Digu also. Same way here we have a Samahara Dvandva, means we are talking about an aggregate. Itaretar is the individual components. So Dvipada Itaretar. Further you can say Dvipada Itaretara Yoga Dvandvaha, Bahupada Itaretara Yoga Dvandvaha. So Dvipada is where you will only see 2 padas in a Samasta pada. Bahupada is you take more than 2 words and you come up with a Samasta pada. That is Bahupada Itaretara Yoga Dvandva. So Avyayibhava Pratak Pratak Bhavanti. So still the Avyayavas they are distinct. So Rama Lakshmana Bharata Shatrugnaha. This is a Bahupada Itaretar. So when you say Rama Lakshmana, then it is a Dvipada Itaretara Yoga Dvandva. You take only 2 padas. When we say Rama Lakshmana Bharata Shatrugnaha, it is a Bahupada Itaretara Yoga Dvandva. Samahara Dvandva is again of 2 types. Dvipada Samahara Dvandvaha, Bahupada Samahara Dvandvaha. Again based on the number of words that you take to come up with the compound word. Here Avyayavaha Samudaye Antarhitaha. So here again a Samudaya is what is significant. Okay, so we don't talk about the respective Avyayavas, but the Samudaya gets the significance. Panipadam. So Panipadam Prakshalya Agachatu. So when I say Panipadam, I mean both the Pani, the Hasta, and both the Pada. Okay, so 4 components it has got. Panipadam. Right, so I'm talking about, say, wash your hands and feet and come, right? So Panipadam, here the Samudaya gets the significance. So the individual Avyayavas are included as one Samudaya. So we'll see examples of the first type, Dvipada and Bahupada, we will see all. So Ramascha Itaretara Yoga Dvandva. This is Itaretara Yoga. Ramascha Krishnascha Rama Krishnau. Krishnascha Arjunascha Krishna Arjunau. So you take the Pratipadika Krishna plus Arjuna, you do a Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, Krishna Arjunau. Parvati cha Parameshwarascha Parvati Parameshwarau. Ashvascha Gajaucha. So you take one Ashva, two Gaja. Or Ashvaucha Gajascha. So you take two Ashva or two Gaja. However, it is Ashvagajaha. Okay, Ashvagajaha. Ashvaucha Gajaucha. Again, you take two Ashva, two Gaja. Ashvascha Gajaucha. However you want. Okay, so however you want, you are taking the number. If you know, right? If you know how many Ashvas are there and how many Gajas are there, you can include that Vachana in your Vigraha Vakyam. Still, Ashvaucha Gajascha. Again, so you have one in Dvivachanam. We have all the first four combinations. So with Dvivachana and Bahuvachana. So the first two is Ashvau Gajau, two words in Dvivachana. Second one Ashvascha Gajaucha. The first word is Bahuvachanam, second word is Dvivachanam. Ashvaucha Gajascha. First is Dvivachanam, second is Bahuvachana. Then final one Ashvascha Gajascha, both are Bahuvachanam. Whatever be it, Ashvagajaha is the Samasta Padam. So Padadvayamapi Ekavachane Bhavati chet Samasta Padam Dvivachane Bhavati. So Ramaha cha Krishnaha cha. So one Rama, one Krishna. Samasta Pada is in Dvivachanam. So you take two singular words. When you come up with the compound word, it is in Dvivachana because there are two components, right? So Dvivachanam. Say Krishnascha Arjunascha Krishna Arjunau. Then Samasta Pada is in Dvivachana. If Padadvayamapi Dvivachane Bahuvachane va Bhavati. So if both the padas either in Dvivachana or Bahuvachana, Samasta Padam will be in Bahuvachana because anyway you have more than two. Okay, in these cases anyway more than two components are going to be there. So the Samasta Padam will be in Bahuvachanam. So Itaretara Dvandva, either the Samasta Pada is in Dvivachana when you take single entities, or when you take more than two, right? Then the Samasta Padam will be in Bahuvachanam. So the next one, this is Bahupada. So you take, so this was all examples for Dvipada Itaretara Yoga. So you take only two entities. Here you take more than two. Bahupada Itaretara Yoga. Ramascha, Lakshmanascha, Bharatascha, Shatrughnascha. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughnaha. So here again Samasta Padam is going to be plural because anyway we are considering more than two padas, right? So more than two entities are taken. So it will always be in plural only. Yudhishthirascha, Bhimascha, Arjunascha. So you take three people. So Bahuvachana. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjunaha. So Bhima and Arjuna, Bhima, Arjuna. Then plural form Bhima, Arjunaha. So normally the last word, the linga of the last word is taken as the linga of the Samasta Padam. So here Arjuna is Pullinga. So we take Pullinga Bahuvachanam. So it will be Arjunaha. Yudhishthira Bhima Arjunaha is the Samasta Padam. Dhavascha Khadirascha Palashascha. Dhava Khadira Palashaha. So all these are Vriksha Vishesha. So types of trees. So Dhava Khadira Palashaha. Again it is in Bahuvachanam. Atra Samasta Padam Sarvada Bahuvachane Bhavati. Because we are anyway considering more than two padas, the Samasta Padam will be in Bahuvachana. Then the next type is Samahara Dvandva. Panicha Padaucha Tesham Samaharaha. So the difference in the Vigraha Vakyam between the Itaretara Yoga and Samahara Dvandva is that word Tesham Samaharaha Atava Tayoho Samaharaha. Samaharaha means the aggregate, the total, right? So you will see this in the Vigraha Vakya. So Panicha Padaucha Tesham Samaharaha Panipadam. So all two hands and two foot put together is Panipadam. Ganga cha Shonascha Tayoho Samaharaha. So take Ganga and Shona is a river. So Ganga Shonam. So Vigraha Vakye cha iti padam avashyam bhavati. So if you see in Dvandva Samasa, we do use the chakara. That's why I said in Visheshana Ubhaya Padam, if you remember, Sheetam, Ushnam, Sheetoshnam, right? There you don't have to write the chakara in Vigraha Vakya. This to avoid confusion. So there that was Visheshana Ubhayapada. So here we write the Chakara, it is mandatory. So Pani cha, Padau cha, Tesham Samahara. This is the pattern of the Vigraha Vakya. You have to follow this pattern. Tayoho Samaharaha. This is the only difference that you see between the Itaretara and the Samahara Dvandva. So we have this in the Vigraha Vakya. We say either Tayoho Samaharaha or Tesham Samaharaha, right? So this indicates the aggregate. So we are talking about a Samuha and not the individual Avyayava. Samasta padam ekavachane bhavati. Just like the Samahara Dvigu, here also because we are indicating a Samuha, we are keeping the Samasta pada in Ekavachanam and normally Napumsakalinga. Samastapadam Strilinge Napumsakalinge va bhavati. Okay, so normally the Samahara Dvandva is in Napumsakalinga. Mostly Napumsakalinga, rarely you do see Strilinga. So Veena-cha Venuscha Mritangascha Tesham Samaharaha Veena Venu Mritangam. Okay, so this is again, so you take the musical instruments here. So Veena, Venu is the flute and Mritanga, you know. So this a collection of these, it is Veena, Venu, Mritangam. Iti Samastapadam. Rathascha, Gajascha, Turagashcha, Padatayascha, Tesham Samaharaha. So a total or aggregate of Rataha, the chariots, Gaja, the elephants, Turaga, the ashwas, the horses, Padatihi. Padati means one who is on foot, the soldier on foot. Normally this is all related to the Sena, right? So this Samasta pada is Rata Gaja Turaga Padati. Okay, so Rata Gaja Turaga Padati, single word. So when you write a Samasta pada, please make sure you don't leave a gap between these words. You can't write Rata separately, Gaja, Turaga and Pada. It is a single word. It is a single word. If it is lengthy, you are not able to write, you can use a hyphen. Say Veena hyphen Venu hyphen Mritangam. That is allowed, but a space between the words not allowed. You have to write it as one single word. So Keshanchana Vishishta Shabdanam Samahara Dvandaha Eva Bhavitumarhati. So this Samahara Dvandva, this has got one limitation. There are certain group of words for which you can only have a Samahara Dvandva kind of Samasa. You cannot use a Itaretara Dvandva in those cases. Okay, so this is by the rules of grammar. Okay, so we'll see what those Shabdas are. So words denoting body parts. So we saw Panipadam, right? Same way, Karnaucha, Nasacha, Tesham Samaharaha, Karnanasam. So the two ears and the one nose, Karnanasam iti Samastapadam. Shirascha, Grivacha, Tayoho Samaharaha. So head and the neck. Okay, so again. Samahara Dvandva, Shirogrivam. So all these Samahara Dvandva will be in Ekavachana and Napumsakalinga. Katishcha, Uruscha, Janghacha, Tesham Samaharaha. So here you have Kati and Uru, Katyuru by Sandhi, then Uru and Janga, Uru Janga, right? So Katyuru Jangam, Katyuru Jangam. So Kati is the waist or the hip, then Uru is the thigh. And Janga is the shank, means the part between your feet and the knee. That part is called the Jangha. Again, this is a Samahara Dvandva. So these are examples of Samahara Dvandva which we should remember. So the second type is for the musical instruments. Normally when you talk about many musical instruments, we use Samahara Dvandva. So Gatahacha, Vayolinascha, Patahascha, Tesham Samaharaha. So Gatha, Violin and Pataha. So these three musical instruments together, Ghata Violina Pataham. Then we have Bhericha, Kahalascha, Tayoho Samaharaha. Again, these are also musical instruments, Bheri, Kahalam. So we can see what are these. Gatha is that one which you know. Violin is violin. Then Pataha is this kind of drum, right? And Bheri is again, it's a kettle drum. And Kahalaha is the horn. Okay. So these musical instruments, normally we use the Samahara Dvandva. So you have a Napumsakalinga, Ekavachana, Samastapadam. Parts of an army. Okay, so when you talk about the Sena, Naukacha Vimananicha Tesham Samaharaha Nauka Vimanam. We have boats and the planes. This is again indicating a Samahara, a collection basically. Rathascha Turagascha Tesham Samaharaha Rathaturagam. So when we say Rathaturagam, it is all the chariots, including all the chariots and the horses. Rathikascha Ashvarohascha. So Rathikaha means those who are on the chariot, and Ashvarohaha means those who are on the horses. So Rathika Ashvaroham. So this is soldiers on the chariots and the horses. Okay, so this is the third type. So these words specifically they use only in Samahara Dvandva Samasa. Okay. Then common nouns which are not denoting living beings, say Dadhicha Kshirancha Tayoho Samaharaha Dadhikshiram. So this is the yogurt or the curd and the milk. Kshiram cha madhu cha tayoho samaharaha. Kshira madhu, milk and honey. Amram cha panasam cha tayoho samaharaha. Amra panasam. So mangoes and jackfruit. Griham cha apanascha tayoho samaharaha. Grihapanam. Home and the market. Then you also have rivers and cities, parts of lands. So here you will see the words in the Vigraha Vakya, they could be in different linga. Say Kashi is Strilinga and Prayaga is Pullinga. So Kashi cha Prayagascha tayoho samaharaha Kashi Prayagam. So Samasta Padam always in Napumsakalinga for the Samahara Dvandva. Kashi Prayagam. Bharatancha Nepalascha tayoho samaharaha Bharata Nepalam. Then Kashi cha Rameshwarancha tayoho samaharaha Kashi Rameshwaram. Ganga cha Shonascha tayoho samaharaha Ganga Shonam. So we saw this Ganga Shonam in Itaretara also. So depends on the sentence again. So from the prasanga we should understand. But normally certain words are used only in Samahara kind, because we will refer to all of them and you say something, right? So in that cases it will always be a Samahara Dvandva kind of Prayoga. Then the last category is the small beings which are smaller than mongoose is given in the Pustaka. So Yuka cha Aliksha cha tayoho samaharaha Yuka liksham. So Yuka is the Kesha Kita, the insect on the Kesha, the hair, the lice, and Aliksha, the ticks, the very very small insects that is found on the bodies of cows and all that. So Yuka liksham. Mashakascha matkunascha tesham samaharaha. Again, so mosquitoes and bed bugs. Mashaka matkunam. Okay. So this is all about Samahara Dvandva. So Itaretara Dvandva is one type where it's basically you talk about both the components taking Anvaya with the Kriya. So both are going, when say both are doing some action, right? Both are equally significant. We say Itaretara Dvandva. The Samahara is when you're talking about one group, one Samuha. And we saw what kind of Samuha. We saw musical instruments. We saw the Sena related, the people of a Sena or the animals in the Sena or chariots, all those things in the Sena. Then small beings and then non-living things, so say the Dikshiram and all that, right? So there is, you have just remember these kinds of types in which the Samahara Dvandva is normally used. Okay. So with this again, the Dvandva Samasa is over. Okay. So Dvandva is also very small portion. So the third type of Samasa is Purva Padartha Pradanaha Avyayibhava Samasaha. So we saw Ubhaya Padartha Pradana Dvandva is over, Uttara Padartha Pradana Tatpurusha is over. The third type of Samasa and the last for our level for the Patha, for the Pustaka, at this Pustaka level. So Purva Padartha Pradanaha Avyayibhava Samasaha. So Avyayibhava is a little bit complex with respect to giving the Vigraha Vakyam, but the familiarity of the words will help you. So go seeing them or practicing these Vigraha Vakyam again and again, it will help you. So this is in the lesson, I think 8 or 9. Okay, so this is lesson 9 in your Pustaka. Then here Purva Padam Prayena Avyayam. So most probably in Avyayibhava Samasa, the Purvapada is a Avyaya, Uttarapadam is a Subantam. So here I take the Samastapada. Okay, in a Samastapada, I hear an Avyaya first and then a Subanta. Okay, that is Avyayibhava Samasa. So a word which is not an Avyaya gets converted into an Avyaya. That is Avyayibhava. Okay, so Avyayibhava Samasas, they are all, the Samastapadam is all Avyayam finally. So we don't have to worry about the different forms. It is only one form. So that much, from that point of view, Avyayibhava is very simple. Like the other samasas, we don't have to worry what linga, what vachana, nothing. So it is always napumsakalinga, and it's an Avyaya pada. Okay, so it will not take different forms, right? So Vidyalayasya samipam, Upavidyalayam is the samasta pada. What is the Vigraha Vakya? What do we mean by Upavidyalayam? Vidyalayasya samipam. So if you notice in the word Upavidyalayam, you see the word Upa, right? Upa is an Avyaya pada and Vidyalaya is a Subanta. But the Vigraha Vakya is little different. Vidyalayasya samipam, right? So Vidyalayasya samipam, Upavidyalayam. Harau iti. Harau means in Hari. So when I want to say in Hari, Samasta Padam is Adhihari. Adhihari. Makshikanam Abhavaha. This is the Vigraha Vakyam, and the Samasta Padam is Nirmakshikam. Nirmakshikam, absence of mosquitoes. Matim Anatikramya. So Matim Atikramyam, Atikramanam is going beyond the limit. So Anatikramya is not going beyond something, right? So it is to the best of one's ability, to the best of one's knowledge, which means Yathamati. So again in Upavidyalayam, Adhihari, Nirmakshikam, Yathamati, the Samastapada that you see here. So these, the Purva Pada seems to be an Avyaya. So Upa, Adhi, so you have Nir and Yatha, right? Most probably the Purva Padam in the Samastapada, right? So they are Avyaya Pada. Okay, so remember that. Prayena Purva Padartha Pradanaha. Because when you say Upavidyalayam, it is not about the school that we mean. We want to say something is close to the school. That closeness is what is indicated by this word Upavidyalayam. So this closeness is told by the word Upa. It is not told by Vidyalaya, right? So in Upavidyalayam means something close to school. Upavidyalayam, say Udyanam Asti. So there is a Udyana close to the school. In that case, are we talking about the school or the closeness to the school? So it is at Samipya. That is what is intended by this pada Upavidyalayam. So that Samipyam is told by the Purva pada, which is an Avyaya, that is the Upa. The word Upa is giving me the Artha of that Samipyam. So we say Prayena Purva Padartha Pradanaha Avyayibhavaha. So Purva Padam Prayena Avyayam. So what kind of Avyayas? You will see the usage of Upasargas. So you have learned the Upasargas, right? 22 Upasargas, pra, para, right? So same way we will see, most probably you can see a Upasarga as a Purva Pada, or you can also see words like Yatha, Iti, Yavat, right? It could be anything. An Avyayam basically. Kadachitu Purva Padam Anavyayam api bhavati. So sometimes the Purva Pada is not an Avyaya. Say we will see examples in this lesson only. Para, Madhya. So these are the words which are not Avyaya. Madhya in the middle and Para is the other side. Okay, so these words can also be used as Purva Pada, but these are not Avyayam. So that is why we say Prayena Purva Padam Avyayam bhavati. Then Samasta Padam Sarvada Avyayam eva. Okay, whatever final word that you arrive at, Upavidyalayam, Adhihari, Nirmakshikam, all these are Avyaya Padas. They are indeclinables. Sarvada Napumsakalinge Bhavati. Okay, the gender is also fixed, and the Avyayam, it is an Avyayam Padam, so you will not see the different Vibhakti forms for these words. So Prayoga is basically easy in a sentence. Again, you have exceptions for these one. Most probably everywhere it is the same word. Ayam Aswapada Vigraha Athava Nitya Samasaha. We call this as Aswapada Vigraha. Aswapada Vigraha means So the Vigraha Vakya has got certain pada. So when I say Sita Patihi, Samasta Padam, Vigraha Vakyam will be Sitayaha Patihi. So I find the same padas both in the Samasta Pada and the Vigraha Vakya. Samasta Pada has got Sita Pati. So I see the word Sita and Pati there. Vigraha Vakya says Sitayaha Patihi. There also I find the same word Sita and Pati. Right? So they are all Swapada Vigraha Vakya. So Swapada means the Samasta Pada's words are used in the Vigraha Vakya. Whereas for Avyayibhava Samasa, if you see, look at the Vigraha Vakyam, they are quite different. It is Upavidyalayam is there, but you don't use the Upa word in your Vigraha Vakya. In Adhihari, you have Adhi and Hari as two components, but the Vigraha Vakyam doesn't have Adi. Same way with Nirmakshikam, you don't see the Nir. Or in Yathamati, you don't see the Yatha in Vigraha Vakya. So these are basically called as Aswapada Vigraha Vakyam. Swapadam means one's own pada. Aswapada. So the Samasta Pada's words are not seen here. The words or the components of the Samasta Padam are not seen explicitly in your Vigraha Vakyam. So that is why you call them as Aswapada Vigraha Atava Nitya Samasaha. We call it as Nitya Samasa. Samasa Ghatakaihi Padaihi Vigraha Vakyam na Vaktum Shakyate. You can't say the Vigraha Vakya with the words that you see in the Samasta Pada. So Upakrishnam is a Samasta Padam. So Upa is the Purva Pada, Krishna is the Uttara Pada. Can you give a Vigraha Vakya with these two words? Can I give a Vigraha Vakya with Upa and Krishna? Say for example, when I say Upa Krishnam Gacchami, I go close to Krishna. Upa is Avyayam, which is indicating Samipya. Samipyam Nirdishati. Krishnasya Upa. Can I say Krishnasya Upa as Vigraha Vakya? You can't say because it is meaningless and Upa cannot be used as such in the sentence. So here Upa doesn't have an independent meaning on its own. Upa will give out different meanings when it is added to a different pada. Say a dhatu or you can add these upasargas to a kriya padam and the meaning of the kriya padam can change, right? So upasargas they cannot give you a meaning independently. They always come with some other word and they give you the meaning, right? So here Krishnasya Upa you can't say because Upa cannot independently give out some meaning. That is why we say Krishnasya Samipam. That will be the Vigraha Vakyam. Okay, so you can't use the words of the Samasta Pada and form the Vigraha Vakyam because these Upasargas or the Avyayas, whatever we see, they can't be used as such because they will not give out any particular meaning, the intended meaning at least. So we call them as Aswapada Vigraha and we give the meaning in a different way. We say Krishnasya Samipam, where the Samipya is indicated by the Avyaya Upa. Okay, so this is all about the basic information about the Avyayibhava Samasa. So Rupa, if you see, I said it is Avyayam Napumsakalingam, but if the Uttarapada is Akaranta or Akaranta, the ending you will hear an Say Gramasya Samipam Upagramam. Grama is Akaranta Pada. So we say Upagramam. Or you take a Makshika is a Akaranta Padam. So we say Nirmakshikam. Whether it is Akaranta or Akaranta, normally you hear at the end. If it is other swaras, say Adhihari, we saw Hari is a Ikaranta Padam. Okay, so there you will hear a Hraswa at the end, Adhihari. Okay, so say take Upa Vishnu, Yata Shakti, all these words if you see, if you take any other swaras, words with any other swara as the Purva Padam is Avyayam, so the other Subanta, whatever your with the Subanta which with you make the Avyayibhava, if it is a Ikaranta or Ukaranta or a, whatever be the swara, normally the ending is Hraswa. Okay, so if you have a Dirgha swara also, the ending will be Hraswa swara. Then Vyanjananta, and again Vyanjanantas, we have different rules, but still you can say Prayena, most probable cases you will hear the ending. Okay, so Upasuhridam, Suhridaha Samipam, Upasuhridam. So Vishnoho Samipam, Upavishnu. Okay, so again the Vigraha Vakyam should be remembered. It's like a pattern. Okay, so you have to remember the Vigraha Vakya as such in Avyayibhava Samasa. So we'll see what are the examples covered in the Pustaka. So pratidinam, I give the samasta padam initially and then give the vigraha vakyam. So pratidinam athava anudinam. Pratidinam is a very common word that we use, but it is an Avyayibhava Samasa. That much we should understand. So pratidinam is Avyayibhava Samasa. Dine dine is the vigraha vakya. Okay, the vigraha vakyam is dine dine, every single day. Okay, so it is like indicating a repetition. Dine dine. So dinam purva padam. Then you have always an avyaya pada, right? So here you can either say prati or anu. So dinam along with prati or anu, and there are vyakarana niyamas which are bringing these avyayas to the front part. Okay, so it is dinam plus prati. Finally what you hear is prati dinam. Okay, so remember the avyaya that is used. Okay, and remember the vigraha vakya every day. Dine dine, prati dinam athava anudinam. So remember vigraha vakyam and samasta padam. From the samasta padam anyway you will know what is the avyaya that is used. Prati and anu. Madhye margam. So margasya madhye. So margasya madhye. So here madhya is not an avyaya pada. Still it is a purva pada. So marga and madhya. These two padas, Avyayibhava Samasa, madhye margam. Madhye margam, in the middle of the path. Madhye margam. Yatheshtam. So yatheshtam ishtam anatikramya. That is a vigraha vakyam. Wherever you have this yata word used as in the samasta pada, this is how we form the vigraha vakya. Anatikramya. Something anatikramya. Ishtam anatikramya. Not exceeding the ishta. Okay, so without crossing what is desired. Yatheshtam. Till that how much ever you like. So without crossing what is desired. Ishtam anatikramya. So yatha is tavyayam here. Yatheshtam. Yatha plus ishtam. Yatheshtam by gunasandhi. Yathecham. So yathecham icham anatikramya. So again icha, ishtam. Okay, that's all same, kind of same. So without crossing what is liked. Icham anatikramya. So icham plus yatha. So wherever you have this yatha word, this is how the vigraha vakyam is. Ishtam anatikramya, icham anatikramya. Right? You should remember the vigraha vakya. Asandhyam. So asandhyam, sandhyam abhivyapya. So sandhyam plus a, which means including the evening. Okay, so asandhyam karyam karoti saha. So he is working all, I mean from morning including the evening. Okay, so it is like telling a boundary. Asandhyam means including the evening. The same a will be used in a different way in another example. So we will remember this asandhyam means it includes evening. Pratyaksham. So akshnoho abhimukhe. So abhimukyam. So this abhimukha means turning towards something because you like it or because it becomes your target, whatever. So you turn towards something. So that is abhimukha, right? So abhimukhi karanam. So akshnoho abhimukhe means here it is in front of eyes. Okay, so pratyaksha means that which you can see in front of you, right? So pratyaksham, that which is visible or you can your eyes, it is in the path of your vision, you can say something like that. Then apadisham, dishoho, dishayoho madhye. So you take two disha and in between these two disha, so there are four dishas, north, east, west and south. So you take, there are also the disha between the dishas, right? So there is north and east, and between these two there is northeast, you say, right? Northwest, southeast, southwest, right? So this is dishayoho madhye, in between the directions. Apadisham is a samasta padam. So apa is the upasarga. Disha plus apa, apadisham. So disha is akaranta. You hear right? So you can also notice that akshi, again for akshi it is right? So there are, most probably it is right? There are also cases where it is hrasva, hrasvanta. Krishnasya samipe, upakrishnam, upavidyalayam, upavishnu, we saw many cases. So Krishnasya samipam. So wherever you have the samipa artha, the upa will be the upasarga. So upakrishnam, so next to Krishna or close to Krishna. Anvayam is the Samastapada. Ayasya yogyam. So ayaha is the vetana, the salary, right? The salary, income, you can say. So ayasya yogyam, something matching to your salary. So if you are if you are spending money, you should not spend that which doesn't befit your income, right? How much ever your income is, based on that only you can keep your expenditure, right? So ayasya yogyam, as befits the income, as matching your income, that is the artha. Anvayam is the samasta padam, anu is the upasarga used here, anvayam. So same upasarga can be used in different arthas, okay? So that is also there. It's not that always anu is used in this artha, right? For upa it is mostly the samipya artha, but other upasargas you can also use them in, say anu can also be used in other senses. Yathartham, so artham anatikramya, so we saw yatha shakti, yatecham, yateshtam, so icham anatikramya. Same way artham anatikramya, so yathartham, without crossing the or according to the meaning. We say yathartham means the truth. You are not saying something beyond it, right? You are only saying what it is, right? As is you are explaining something, right? So that is yathartham. So artham anatikramya. So you have yatha, the avyaya used here. Anujyeshtham. So jyeshthasya anupurvyena. So here anu is used in a different sense. So we saw in anvayam it was different. Here it is anujyeshtham, means as per the seniority. Okay, so come inside as per seniority, meaning the seniors should come first and then the juniors, right? So something like that. Jeshtasya anupurvyena is the vigraha vakya. So it is anujyeshtham according to the seniority. Satrunam. Trunam api aparityajya. So somebody is very hungry, say a goat is very hungry, so you feed something which it likes, and along with that even grasses, or some grass, in the sense the grass or something very insignificant is also there. It is so hungry that it eats everything. Okay, so the entirety is told by Trinamapi aparityajya. Aparityajya means not leaving behind. Parityajya means leaving. Aparityajya, not leaving behind even a single thing. Trinamapi, trina is a blade of grass. So something very insignificant, even that you are not leaving, you are taking everything. The entirety is told by Satrinam. So without leaving even a grass. Satrinam. So we use sa and trina, Satrinam. Pare Gangam, Gangayaha Pare. So Gangayaha Pare is the Vigraha Vakyam. So on the other side of Ganga, Pare Gangam Kimapi Anaya. So from that place bring something. When I say Pare Gangam means on the other side of Ganga. Again, Pare is not an Avyaya, but it is used here. So as a Purva Pada. Then Samani. Samani Manehe Sadrishyam Athava Manina Sadrishaha. So Manina Sadrishaha, equal to gem or similar to a gem. Okay, that is Samani. So we saw another word with sa previously. It is Satrunam. There the meaning is different. The entirety is told by Satrunam. Here Samani, Sadrisham is told. Sadrishartha. Okay, the Sakara is giving the Sadrishartha. Something like mani, similar to a gem. Okay, so wherever you see this sa, then it again sa can give different kind of meanings. Just like the case of Anu, we saw Anijyeshtam is different, Anvayam is different, right? Same way, the same upasarga can combine with Subantas in a different artha. Yavat Purusham, Yavantaha Purushaha, Tavantaha. So, as many we say. So, Yavat here, it is indicating as many Purushas are there. So many. So for example, if there are say example like there are 5 pots, so invite 5 brahmanas. So if there are 6 pots, invite 6 brahmanas. So this yavat will give you like as many as that artha. In that artha it will go in, you can make a Avyayibhava Samasa. Yavantaha shlokaha, this very famous Yavantaha shlokaha Tavantaha Achyuta pranamaha. So how many ever shlokas are there, they are all on Achyuta. Okay, so Yavantaha, when this Yavat is giving an artha of as many, right? In that case, there is Avyayibhava Samasa. Yavat Purusham is Yavantaha Purushaha Tavantaha iti Vigraha Vakyam. So Purusha plus Yavat, Yavat Purusham. As many people iti Artha. Then Samaksham Akshnaha Yogyam. Okay, so Athava you can even say Akshnoho Samipam. So that which is in the visibility. Okay, so Samaksham means that which is in the visibility. So Sammu and Akshi, Samaksham. Pratyaksham, Pratyaksham already we saw. So Akshnaha Abhimukye, so this Akshi and Prati in front of your eyes. Paroksham, so Paroksham, so Pratyaksham, Paroksham. So Akshnaha Avishaye, Athava Akshnaha Param. So beyond your vision, okay, that is Paroksham. Again, Paroksha, Pratyaksha can take different meanings in based on the prasanga. Okay, so they have more complex meanings associated with them. So here we are only seeing the basic meaning in front of the eyes or in vision or beyond vision. In the line of vision or it is beyond vision. So that is the basic artha for the words Pratyaksha and Paroksha. Anvaksham, Akshnaha Paschat. Again, this is like behind vision. Anu, so Anu is used for the third time in a different meaning. So we saw Anujyashtam, Anvayam, Anvaksham. So behind the vision, Akshnaha Paschat. Aparitosham, so Paritosham Abhivyapya. So this is until satisfaction. So Paritosha means contentment, you can say. So Aparitosham means until you are contented. Okay, so there we saw Asandhyam. In Asandhyam, it was including this A is a Upasarga which can be used in the Samastapada in two meanings. So one is, it is always some limit, about some limit. Either you include that limit or say till that limit. So when I say, for example, Ahimalayam, when I say Ahimalayam, I can also mean till Himalayas, including the Himalayas, or I can mean the boundary till Himalayas. You are not including it, but till you reach Himalayas. Okay, so however you want, you can use this A. Whether you include that limit or you say till something. In both cases, you can use the A Upasarga in Avyayibhava Samasa. Again, from the prasanga or from the context, we will understand what they try to say. When I say Asandhyam Karyam Karomi, then it means I work. If I mean it is including the evening, yes. Or I can also say it is still evening. Evening I don't work. So both can be the meaning, and from the context we will have to understand the right meaning. So here is Aparitosham, until satisfaction. Okay. So these are few, so these words you will have to remember the Vigraha Vakya as such. Okay, so the Samasapadam and the Vigraha Vakyam remember. You can also try to see what are the Upasargas or the Avyayapada being used here. So these words are given in the Pustaka. There is more to it, but as a basic level they have given you this list of words. We will see few examples, then we will understand the usage of these words in the sentences. So aham pratidinam pathan patami. So these are simple sentences, so I will give the meaning. So we'll do the exercise together. So pratidinam is Avyayibhava Samasam. Dine dine we saw. Aham pratidinam pathan patami. So I study lessons every day. So you just see the usage, how they are used in the sentence. Maya madhye margam Rameshaha drishtaha. So Rameshaha maya drishtaha. Ramesha was seen by me. Madhye margam, in the middle of the road. Again, madhye margam is Avyayibhava Samasa. Right? So we are not using Saptami and all that. It is madhye margam. It is an Avyayam. Most of the Avyayibhava Samasas, they are Avyaya Padas. So Ramesh was seen in the middle of the road. Pakshinaha akashe yateshtham atava yatechham dayante. So dayana kriya is flying. So akashe dayante, the birds fly in the sky. Yateshtham, okay, or yatechham, ishtam anatikramya, or ichham anatikramya, right? Not crossing the icha, till their icha, as they wish is the artha. So they fly as they wish. Saha asandhyam karyalaye karma karoti. So asandhyam a upasarga. So he works in the office till evening. So here I am taking the Sandhya as the boundary. So I stop my work. In the evening I don't. So till evening. It can also mean including evening. If you want to say including meaning also the same samasta pada. Okay, so you can use a in both cases. Tvam pratyaksham kimapi vadasi, paroksham kimapi cheshtase. Right? So you speak something in front of eyes, but you act behind differently. So paroksham pratyaksham, akshnaha param paroksham. So behind the vision and in front of the eyes is pratyaksha. So we will do this abhyasa together. So there are few questions given in the pustaka. So you can raise your hands. Maybe we can try to just read the sentences and try to give the meaning. Sriranjani Mahodaya. Yes, you have a question. You have raised your hand.
Namaskara.
Namaskara.
I have a doubt. Paro Gangam. Pare Gangam. Pare, it is in 7th vibhakti.
Yes, Bhagini. Para is not an avyaya pada. Yes.
So it is Upapada Samasa.
Para is the word. Yes. Pare. Yes. Upapada. What is it?
Not in Avyay. Upapada Samasa.
No. It is Avyayibhava Samasa. That's why I said it is Avyayibhava Samasa where you have exceptions. There are also exceptions in Avyayibhava Samasa where the Purva Padam is not an Avyaya. Examples are two. One is Para, one is Madhya. But they are Avyayibhava Samasa.
Thank you.
Okay. So we'll do
Shall
this.
I read it?
Yes, please. You can.
Prachi, Dakshina, Pratichi, Udichi, iti, Tatasyaha Dishaha. Dishayor madhye, upadishaha. Apadishaha, vidishaha.
Vidishaha athava apadishaha. So whatever is highlighted in violet color, no, that is the samasta padam. Okay, so that is the samasta pada.
Apadisha, Avyayibhava Samasa. Apadisha.
Chatasraha. So there ends the sentence. So we have prachi, dakshina, pratichi, udichi, iti chatasraha dishaha. Dishaha, dik, the direction. There are 4 directions. Dishayor madhye. Dishayoho madhye, between 2 directions. Apadishaha or vidishaha chatasraha. What does it mean? So you can give the meaning of the sentence. So don't worry about the Vigraha Vakyam. I know it's difficult for you. Just try to understand the meaning of the sentence. So there are Chatasraha Dishaha. Prachi, Dakshina, Pratichi, Udichi.
There are
east
4
directions.
4 directions, and in between the 4 directions, there are 4 spaces.
4 Apadisha. Dishayoho madhye there are 2. Okay, so there are 4. So there are main directions 4. The Prachi, Dakshina, Pratichi, Udichi. What are they? Prachi is east.
East, west.
Dakshina is south.
North and south. South and north.
No. Prachi is east. Dakshina is south. Pratichi is west. Udichi is east.
And Udichi is north.
East. Oh, sorry.
Prachi is east, no?
Yeah. So these are used in Strilinga because Dik is a Strilinga pada. Okay. So Dik Dishaha. Because Dishaha is Strilinga padam, we use Prachi Dishaha, Dakshina Dishaha. Okay. So these 4 directions. Dishayoho madhye apadishaha chatasraha. In between the directions there are 4. Okay. This is apadisha. Then continue the sentence. You can read it out.
Adakha urdhvam cha dve dishau. That is up and down. There are 2.
Adaha is below.
Adaha is below. Urdhvam is super. Up.
Okay. Then continue.
And ahatya dashasu dishasu ratam chalayitum samartaka dasarato Maharajah. So Dasharatha is able to ride his Ratha chariot all the 10 directions.
Exactly.
That is why he is able to ride his chariot all over the 10 directions.
Exactly. So Ahatya means in total. Dashasu Dishasu. Yeah. So you can stay on mute. Thank you, Bhagini. So Dashasu Dishasu in all the 10 directions. So there are 4 main direction, the east, west, north and south, chatasraha dishaha. Then 4 apadisha, which is northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. They are 4, 4 plus 4, 8. Adaha urdhvam, adaha is below and urdhvam is above. So they dishau. Ahatya totally dashasu dishasu ratham chalayatum samarthaha dasharatha maharajaha. So Dasharatha is he who is capable of riding his chariot in all these 10 directions. Okay, so this apadisha is the samasta padam. Okay, so I have the English translation for you. The 4 cardinal directions are east is prachi, dakshina south, pratichi west and north is udichi. Then the 4 intermediate directions, that is the apadisha athava vidishaha. So dishayoho madhye is the vigraha vakyam. Apadisha is the samasta pada. They lie between them. Additionally, there are 2 vertical directions. So one is below and urdhva. Thus in total there are 10 directions, and King Dasharatha was capable of steering his chariot in all these 10 directions. Okay, so this is one exercise. We will see few more sentences.
Namaste Bhagini.
Namaste.
Upakrishnam ya tishtati sa eva Radha. Whoever is standing close to Krishna, she is Radha. Upakrishnam is the samastapadam. Avyayibhava Krishnasya samipam.
Krishnasya samipam. So always remember, for Upa it is mostly samipartha. Okay, so Krishnasya samipam upakrishnam. Upakrishnam ya tishtati. Someone who is standing close to Krishna is indeed Radha. Sayeva Radha. She is indeed Radha. And the next one, Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Bhagini, namaskara.
Namaste.
Putraka Anvayam te vyayo bhavatu anyata klishyetaha.
Putraka is Sambodhanam. So we are addressing the boy.
That is Sambodhanam. Anvayam te vyayo bhavatu.
So vyayaha means expenditure. Yes. Tava vyayaha. Te here is tava vyayaha anvayam bhavatu. You are able to hear me? My connection.
Yes.
So tava vyayaha anvayam bhavatu. So anvayam, so we saw ayasya yogyam. Let it befit your ayaha is income. Let your expenditure be as per your what your salary is. Okay. So
within your income.
Within your limit of your income. So anvayam te vyayaha bhavatu. Anyatha, otherwise klishyethaha. So klishyethaha is vidhiling prayoga. You will have a tough time. Iti artha. Okay, so here anvayam is the one. Dhanyavada Bhagini. So my dear son, let your expense befit your income. So that anvayam is ayasya yogyam. So ayaha is income. So that which is matching to your salary. Vyayaha is your expenditure. Tava vyayaha anvayam bhavatu. Let your expenditure be befitting your income. Anyatha, otherwise klishyethaha, tvam klishyethaha, you will have a tough time or you will face hardship. Dhanyavada Bhagini. ASK Mahoday. Can't hear you. You're speaking. ASK Mahoday. Na shruyate. Anuradha Bhagini. नमस्ते.
अभ्यासपूर्व एकं प्रश्नम् अस्ति. दिशा इति स्त्रीलिङ्गे तथा ऊर्ध्वम् अधः इति स्त्रीलिङ्गं तु नास्ति तत्र.
Urdhvam and adha, we are not using specifically the word there. So it is not a dhik probably. Below and above, these directions, something below and something above. Probably the loka he is meaning. I think it is the Dve disha, he says. Adaha urdhvam cha de dvishau.
दिशौ स्त्रीलिङ्गे अस्ति किन्तु तत्र
अधः is avyaya padam bhagini. Avyaya. Okay, so avyayam. Adha is avyayam. Urdhva I am not sure, but adha is definitely avyaya pada. I think both should be an avyaya. That is why we are using it.
Bhagini, it is North Pole and South Pole.
North Pole. Okay. Whatever, but the padam is avyayam, so we are not worried about the linga. Adha and Urdhva.
Okay, okay. Because of Avyaya Padam, we are not worried about that Visheshana to Disha.
Correct. Yeah, Disha is used in the sentence. Astu.
Okay.
1 second. You can do this sentence.
Vanarah api tvam Vaishravanasya dutah yamasya varunasya va dutosi yathartham kathaya iti rakshasah Hanumantam apruchan. Oh monkey, are you the Duta of Vaishravana Atra? Vaishravana Kubera.
Kubera. Correct.
You may be Kubera's Duta or Yama or Varuna, both gods. You may be Yama or Varuna's Duta.
Are you? So he's asking, are you the Duta? Api, here is a questioning particle. Apitvam Vaishvanarasya, Vaishravanasya Dutaha. Are you the Duta of Vaishravana or Kubera? Are you the Duta of Yama? Are you the Duta of Varuna? He's asking question.
Api to be carried to the next sentence also. Yamasya Varunasya.
He's asking, no? So whose Duta are you? So he's also saying Yamasya Varunasya. Yes. Even without that, you can. It's a question, right? So they've given the question mark. So we can understand it is a question to Hanuman. Okay. Yathartham kataya.
Yatha yogyam kathaya iti rakshasa. Like this, the rakshasas apruchan asked Hanuman.
Correct.
Yathartha.
Yathartha is the samasta padam. Artham anatikramya.
Artham anatikramya. Iti tasya vigrahavakyam.
So, artham anatikramya means speak the truth. Whatever is as is, you tell that. Don't go beyond the meaning, right? Meaning in the sense, whatever is truth. Whatever is the truth, you have to say that he is saying. Yathartham kataya. So we'll see the meaning. Dhanyavada Bhagini. So, O monkey, are you a messenger of Vaishravana? Apitvam Vaishravanasya Dutaha. So, Api is there. It is putting that questioning artha there. Or are you a messenger of Yama or Varuna? Yamasya Varunasya va Dutaha asi. Yathartham kataya. Speak the truth. So, iti Rakshasaha Hanumantam aprichan. So, the Rakshasas asked Hanuman. So, artham anatikramya yathartham. Kamalambal.
Madam, I will tell.
Namaste.
Anujyeshtam. Oh, really? Sorry, madam. I will tell. Anujyeshtam yadau yujyadim
padavyunnatim kechid apekshante.
Anvarhanti yado yadim.
Sorry, sentence is not complete. Sorry, 1 second. Anvarhanti padonnatim anye manyante. Kechid kim apekshante, anye kim manyante. So first thing is padavyunnati. So padavyunnati is a padavehe unnati. Okay, so padavi is the sthana, the position in your company or something.
Status.
So it is talking about the promotion basically. So padavyunnati and padonnati. So both talk about the promotion. Okay, so unnati means this samriddhi, right? So padavi is the first word here in padavyunnati, and padonnati it is pada and unnati. There it is padavi and unnati, meaning promotion. So anujyeshtam padavyunnatim kechit apekshante. So what does that mean?
Anujyeshtam.
Anujyeshtam means what? Okay, leave out the Vigraha Vakya. Anujyeshtam means according to seniority. You tell the meaning alone. Vigraha Vakyam is difficult if you have not learnt. It's okay. Just the meaning of the sentence. So Anujyeshtam means according to seniority.
According to the seniority.
So Anujyeshtam padavyunnatim kechit apekshante. Some people they expect promotion based on seniority. Anujyeshtam padavyunnatim kechit apekshante. Anvarhanti padonnatim anye manyante. So anye kim manyante? Others, what do they think? Padonnatim anvarhanti. So anvarhanti means again like the anu upasarga is this. Arhanti means arhataha bhavaha. So it is the worthiness. Okay. So anvarhanti means based on the worthiness. Okay. So according to worthiness. So some feel that the promotion should be based on seniority, and some say that it should be based on the worthiness of a person. Okay, so some expect promotion based on seniority, anujyeshtam. Others believe promotion should be based on worthiness, anvarhanti. So we have two avyayibhava samasa here. So jyeshtasya anupurvyena, that is anujyeshtam. Okay, so jyeshtasya anupurvyena, anujyeshtam means on seniority, based on according to the seniority. Anvarhanti is arhantim anusritya. So anu plus arhanti, anvarhanti by end sandhi. Anu is the upasarga, arhanti is the second subanta. So anu plus arhanti, anvarhanti. Okay. So anvarhanti padonnatim anye manyante. So that is people think that it should be on based on worthiness. So these two are the avyaya padam here. Arhanti manusritya. There we have the upasarga anu. In jeshtasya anupurvyena also the upasarga is anu. Dhanyavadah Bhagini. Sunita Mahoday, the next sentence.
Bubukshitaha chagaha sakandam pallavam bhakshayati. Bubukshitaha chagaha. Bubukshita means hungry. Chagaha means
ajaha.
Sakandam, kanda sametam, pallavam bhakshayati. Pallava means
kanda samipam. What did you say?
Sameta. Sakandam.
So okay, sakandam is the avyayibhava samasa here. It's like satrunam. Okay. So like satrunam. So pallavam bhakshayati. So it eats. So this bubukshitaha chagaha, hungry goat, it eats a sprout or the pallava, they are the tender buds, all that, even without leaving the stem. It is so hungry that it eats everything. The sakalyartha is told here, as I told, the entirety. Satrunam khadati, including the blade of grass. So same way, there it was trinam aparityajya. Sorry, here it is kandam api aparityajya. Trinam api aparityajya was the vigraha vakya. So for satrunam, same way you will have to write the vigraha vakya. Kandam api aparityajya, not leaving behind even the stem. Iti artha. Kandam api aparityajya sakandam iti samasta padam. Dhanyavadah Bhagini. Rajini Bhargava Mahoday. Namaste. I can hear.
ऋषिकेशे पारे गंगम गीता भवनम वर्तते. In Rishikesh, the Gita Bhavan is across Ganga.
On the other side of Ganga.
Ganga.
Correct. So Pare Gangam is the word Avyayibhava Samasa. On the other side of Ganga stands the Gita Bhavan in Rishikesha. Gangayaha Pare. Okay, so Pare is the not an Avyaya Pada, right? It is Saptami. So Gangayaha Pare is the Vigraha Vakyam. Pare Gangam is the Samasta Padam. It is Avyayibhava Samasa. No.
Gayakeshu Kechit Samani Gayanti. Gayakeshu Kechit
Samani Gayati.
I don't know what Samani means.
Samani Manina Sadrishaha Samani. So here, okay. So here by Mani.
Among the singers, some sing like Mani.
Yes. So Mani is actually a Tamil singer, very Carnatic music singer. So he was a very famous Madurai Mani Iyer, we say. So here this word Mani here, normally Samani we saw example, it was gem, comparing it to a gem, but in this sentence it is not, the Mani doesn't mean gem. It is like a very famous Carnatic Tamil singer is Madurai Mani Iyer. So here Samani means like Mani, that person's name itself is used here.
Among singers, he is best or something like that. Kechit.
Some Kechit, some people sing like Mani. Okay, so here in this Manina sadrishaha samani. Okay, so
So samani is the
pardon?
samani is the samas.
Samani is a samasa. Yes. So manina sadrishaha samani we say, or manehe sadrishyam atra uchyate. I'll make it as manina sadrishaha eva. Okay, manehe sadrisham I have written. Okay. So like mani, that is the artha. So we saw the same samani in the previous list of examples. There the mani means gem. In this particular sentence, you cannot compare a Gayaka to a gem. Then just thinking on this line, so it is actually a person who is very famous singer. So here it means that person. So from the context only, always try to understand the meaning of the samasta pada. Okay. So that is very important to understand the meaning, what is intended there. Okay. Astu. Dhanyavadaha bhagini. Lalita Kartike. The next one. Namaste.
सामान्य इत्यत्र मम एकः शङ्का अस्ति किमर्थं जम् इव गायति इति श्रेष्ठः तादृशं न वक्तुं शक्यते वा तत्र
just a comparison. So he is saying kechit gayanti. So some people sing so well that they sing like mani.
Oh, normally we used to say he is singing like in singing he is a gem like that we say, no, that like that we cannot understand.
He is a gem of a singer, va. Now the Tamil Pustaka I referred, Bhagini, before translating I referred, it says a person mani.
Okay, no problem, but that context also possible, va?
Possible, yes. See, whatever, it's again vivaksha. Whatever you want to convey with that sentence, you can convey.
We can compare the Lekaka also. He is gem in writing poems.
Yes. Possible. The Tamil Pustaka gives
there they have referred Mani Iyer, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. So it can mean, as I said, you can say as like a gem. That is also possible. Yes.
Dhanyavad.
Okay. Dhanyavad. So in any case, the Vigraha Vakya will still remain the same. Only the Artha will be different.
Yeah.
So you can try the next sentence.
Balikaha Gopika Geetam Yavat Shlokam Ragaihi Gayanti. The girls are singing the Gopika Geetam. How many slokams are there? Sarvam Ragaihi Gayanti.
Yes, as many as the number of shlokas.
As many as the shlokas they are singing with raga.
Correct. So how many ever shlokas are there? The girls sing the Gopika Gita with raga. So there are some number of shlokas in the Gita, and that particular number they are singing those exactly with raga. That is the artha given out by yavat shlokam. So yavantaha shlokaha tavantaha. So we saw yavat purusha in the example. Same way yavantaha shlokaha tavantaha is the vigraha vakyam, as many as shlokas. Okay. So dhanyavadaha.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste. We can do the next one. You can do the next one.
Okay. Pratyakshe guruvaha Tutyaha Parokshe Mitra Bandavaha Karmante Dasabhrityascha Na Kavachana Putrakaha Iti Achit Nitihi Pratyakshe Akshna Prati
Okay.
Guravaha Stutyaha means you should praise the teacher in front of in his presence.
Yes, right.
Parokshe mitra bandavaha. So akshna same thing here. Parokshe akshna
akshnaha param.
Akshnoho param. Akshnoho param. So mitra bandavaha, friends and relatives should be praised, not in their presence.
Correct. When they are not there. Yes.
When they are not there. Karmante dasa bhrityascha. So all the servants and all after doing the work.
Correct.
Karmante dasa bhrityascha
Correct.
Na kadachana putrakaha. For your sons or children, never you should praise them.
Exactly. So iti
So
kachiti
iti
niti.
kachit nitihi. This is some proverb.
Samyak Bhagini. So there is a certain maxim. So in person, teachers are to be praised. Pratyakshe. So when they are there, you can praise them. Parokshe mitra bandhavaha stutyaha. So in their absence, you can praise the friends and relatives. Karmante dasabhrityaha stutyaha. So at the end of a task, karmante, karmanaha anta. Okay, so at the end of the karma, or after they complete the work, dasabhrityaha, all those servants and attendants. Na kadachana putrakaha, but never praise your own children. Okay, so that is a certain niti, a maxim. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. So akshno abhimukye. Okay, so pratyaksha has got different vigraha. So that one which is given, anything is okay, fine. But the one given in the pustaka is akshnoho abhimukye. Sorry. Paroksha, okay, I will add it, I have not added. So akshnoho param is paroksha. Okay, so okay, so this is sorry, I remembered this Visarga Sandhi question. Someone asked me the first class. Is that person there? Someone was asking about this Shikarani Chandas or something. If he is not there, let us not do it now. Otherwise, okay, maybe he is not there.
Oh yeah, Akshnoho, that this thing should be half, no?
Which one, Bhagini?
Here, abhimukhe. Akshanoho.
Off.
Is it akshanoho or akshnoho?
Tatra tankana dosha.
Oh, tankana dosha. Am. Akshanoho is written there. Sorry, I will correct it. Tankana dosha.
No problem. I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah. Akshnoho, not akshanoho. Yes, I will correct it. So, so with this we will be completing the Samasa chapter. So 3 types of Samasas: Tatpurusha, Dvandva, and the last one is Avyayibhava. Okay, so we have completed the Patha on Samasa. Most probably we have covered all the exercises given in the Pustaka. There is one more left out, which I will be giving as a homework. It is a translation from English to Samskrita. So it will take some time, so you can do it at home and you can check the answers. I will also upload the answers. If there are any questions, we can take it up in the next class. So the Samasa Patha is over. So you can just revise the types of Samasas. So next week we will take a new Patha. Okay. 1 second. Yesterday there were questions in the box. Is it a Q&A box? Sorry, I did not see. So if I miss out anything, please raise your hand and let me know. Sometimes I do miss this QA box. I am not opening it often. So
Madam, Ubatisha da madam, Abatisha illa.
Pardon?
Ubatisha da potrukku Tamil book la.
Upadishaha va. Dishayoho madhye is apadisham, not upadisham.
No, udam potrukku.
Then please change it then. Upa normally the samipa. Apadisha means dishayoho madhye apadisha. Apa is the upasarga there. Okay, so please correct it. Again, question on textbook. So textbook is not, I mean, we have not got approval regarding the English textbook. So the moment we get, we will let you know. So don't worry. So till then you can write down the sentences from the slides, and your slides are your pustaka for now. Okay. So otherwise only Tamil pustaka is available.
We can write the exam in Tamil, ma'am. Any idea?
Yes, exam you write in any bhasha, not a problem. Mostly Samskrita eva. All the questions will be in Sanskrit, no? So these translations you can do in Tamil or English. Yes, that is allowed.
Anuvada we can do it in Tamil. Then we can write Tamil book also. Those who don't know Tamil, they have to search for English, right?
Yeah. Only for people who do not know Tamil. For them only I am saying the book is not there. So for others, Tamil book is available. Whoever can read Tamil can buy pustaka. So others can use these slides basically. Okay, so everything whatever is covered there, even small notes, I try to put it here so that you will also know. So don't worry that you don't have a pustaka. So keep practicing these samasas and the exercises that are posted in the portal. Okay, so we meet next Wednesday. So there is one question, can it be Ganga Param instead of Pare Gangam. Pare Gangam is the common usage. Okay. So for some cases it is, yes, you use the other way also. I am not very sure, but Pare Gangam is the one which is normally used. One or two cases you do have the both padas, I mean the Purva Padam coming as the front or in the or heard later. For Chittur Sabha, someone says textbooks are typed and posted. So English book for this Pathamala we cannot publish unless and otherwise we get the approval from the Sabha. Okay, so even Chittur Sabha gives us the approval, we do it. Same way we have requested Sanskrit Education Society, so they have to get approval from the Jagat Guru, so they work as per the Adesha of Jagat Guru, so they have to get the permission and let us know. If they give approval, then we will make this English book available for all of you. Okay, so till then we will have to wait. So dhanyavadaha, meet next Wednesday. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha.
धन्यवादाः भगिनी.
धन्यवादाः.